Okay, yes, I am live. Okie dokie. Heyo, I'm Mr. Fox, and welcome back. No, not welcome back. Well, welcome back to the channel, but welcome to the Sinking Sea. So I don't know why I was saying welcome back. Oh, my head's not with it. Anyway, this is the Sinking City. It's kind of like it's kind of, you know, those detective type games. You know, it's got a little third-person shooter in there and whatnot, but it's also kind of set in a Lovecraftian universe, you know? H.P. Lovecraft, if anybody knows that, he's like the father of cosmic horror. You know, with Cthulhu and the other gods, you know, elder gods, lesser gods, blah blah blah. But anyway, part of the ship, part of the crew. Hey guys, Jay, Max, Bam Bam, welcome to the stream. But reason why it was continuous because I had previously you know, just tried it, you know, see what it was like. She requests to have researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Mass. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the people who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can, and I will meet you here to help you on your way. Gedonely, Johannes van der Berg. Part of the ship, part of the crew. J-Boy, London. Ra-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, this was the quickest that I've had people coming into the stream. I completely missed the fact that I had to press a button to get through that bit there. Creepy. Creepy. Yeah, I'll catch you later, buddy. This time we'll be doing some Borderlands at some point. Don't want Lauren to feel left out. Well, how'd the water get up there? Well, something tells me that that's not normal. Alright. Ooh. Seems like a 1911 or similar pistol. 45?
I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Yeah, that's the letter that I read before. Okay. Folding camera.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Oakmont. Monolith National Park is waiting for you. Okay. Crafting. Okay, and how do I get my camera out? How do I get camera out? Okay, there we go. So I have to actually cycle between the things. Okay. My bad. Is he tripping? Yeah, I think he is tripping. Yeah, that's the letter. City. Photo of a trophy plate. Trophy plate with a strange fish. Looks very lifelike. Ugh.
Now get out!
Okay, okay. Rude.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
It's me.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
You do look quite similar, actually.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
I'm just glad that I don't have to read everything that they're saying.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds
Lovely name.
charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
How generous of you.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No, no. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Not creepy at all. Okay. So, there's the boat that he was talking about. Guessing this is the whole port. Hey look, it's Italy. There's the hotel. The police department. Hospital. Library. City hall. Newspaper. There's a fair amount of area here. Huh. Okay. Dive in, hop. Wait, I can dive in the water? Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay. To beat down someone. Okay, that's how you crouch, aim.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
I'll go with unique, maybe not exquisite.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouther-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells, they are everywhere.
So they're just refugees?
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Well, this
Mr.
does seem like
Throgmorton,
quite a
I
race
can
thing,
help
doesn't
you.
it?
I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
How rude.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
How rude. Said face the house, which is this. Go left, and there's the beach. Can I climb? Yeah, I can climb. Okay.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
Did you have something in your mouth
Can't
when you
catch a
spoke?
mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
Fishing business.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Ah. Okay, there's nothing in there. Hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Thogmorton, and this is my will. Spacious sprinkles, welcome. This is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There's unreadable. You should have never done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor, I fear that what will become of me is singing in my brain, dancing in my eyelids every time I close my eyes. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on. In the end, it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father. He's here.
I've said everything I know.
You haven't said anything to me. Anything that I can grab or whatever. Okay.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. The book is
Most
damp
people
and
look
damaged,
after their pets
but
better than
clearly
themselves.
well cared for. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar.
Hmm.
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will. Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was add or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton.
Don't trust him.
Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave you to
Okay
it.
then.
Take care of
Give
yourself.
him a chance.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. And the police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella.
Bloody
He was
hell.
beaten to a pulp.
What the hell is going on here? What in the holy hell was that?
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebheil, Nugulina, Haften.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever you say.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like. 5 cards short of a full house.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face.
Okay.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Okay, it definitely started here. Progressed to this here.
What?
Take this, ape face.
Then progressed to
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Was he... Was the guy hanging? Documents. That's Albert's will. Casework. Key Devil's Room Hotel. House Brawl. Will Hammond, a fisherman, lives with 3 other colleagues, Barry, Paul, and an Innsmouther, Lewis Flynn. Will told me that Barry found the unconscious. Vic and Ash, welcome to the stream! How are ya? Albert Throgmorton and brought him to the house before leaving to inform Robert Throgmorton. Albert woke up and started making horrible sounds. His hysteria spread to Will, who began to see visions similar to mine. When he recovered, he found Paul dead on the floor, and there's no trace of Albert or Lewis. He doesn't remember anything beyond that. Okay. It's dangerous and poses a threat to Lewis, Flynn, and his followers. Okay. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house can track them with my supernatural sense. Okay. How you been? Doing okay? Thanks for asking. Yeah, I've been doing fine. You know, just trying to get by, do everything I can.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Okay, follow the blood.
The door won't budge.
No, well. What was that noise? What a freaky son of a bitch.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Taking a picture for evidence. Is that a reed? Found the body of Albert Throgmorton in the basement of a warehouse not far from the fisherman's house. He was fatally shot in the head, impaled on hooks, then hidden. Any other piece of evidence that I might have missed? Okay. No, I don't think there is anything. Johannes van der Berg reports that he has found the source of my magic.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
Seems like he was a fisherman by the name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Nah. Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag, Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
Okay. I just need to find where he is. Is there anything else in the house that I might have missed?
Choo choo.
Really?
Choo choo.
Choo choo. Jay can't play with this game, choo choo.
take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Okay. I must have missed something in the warehouse.
I hear those voices.
I must have, because I can't find anything that would hint of where he would go. Most people would have a place where they could hide. You know, if shit goes down, they have a place that they feel safe, that isn't home. Most people anyway. Yeah, it's a detective game, but it's also set in like H.P. Lovecraftian world. A sort of messed up game. Good game then. Okay.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Where's the thing that I killed?
There's something in the pocket.
Bloodstained. No. Lewis, please, just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. Don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port. But don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people. I should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week, and I'll return everything with double interest. The bar. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he may be in the bar. Okay, guys, 1 second. My HDMI seems to be a little loose because it keeps on fuzzing the TV now and again. So, 1 second. Okay, that seems to have sorted it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
I've only got 5 bullets. I'd help you eat a bullet, but I don't want to waste it. Sorry.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
Robert Throgmorton hired me to investigate his son's disappearance. I found the note about your debt to Lewis near his cold, dead body. And it looks like Lewis murdered Robert's kid. You want him to come here and ask instead of me?
What?
Don't what me. At best, you're harboring a criminal. At worst, you're an accessory to murder.
What? No. I ain't done nothing.
Tell that to Mr. Throgmorton.
No. No. Throg. Lewis is upstairs. Here's the key.
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day.
I love me some indie games.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right. Those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
What should I do, guys? Should I take the bribe? Or no? What should I do? No?
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Okay. So I can either believe what he says and that he wasn't in his mind, so here's the thing. Either Lewis was aware of his actions and he's saying that he was in hysteria to cover up his tracks, or he was mentally affected and couldn't control his actions. Either way, this guy, Albert, is dead. Fluence or not, Lewis was out to murder Albert Throgmorton. He had a motive too. The mutual hate between Innsmouth and Throgmorton was to tell Robert the truth and bring them to justice. Or Lewis killed Albert Throgmorton while under some sort of mental influence, couldn't control his actions and thus can't be blamed for Albert's death, could try and cover for him, or else Robert Throgmorton will have his head. So, what one do you think it is? Because he could just be lying, and he was fully aware of his actions. which one? Go back to him again. Watch his face and body expression. The thing is, even if he was under hysteria, he was still spitting out his racial slurs, so part of him wanted to do it anyway. Whether he was under some kind of mental influence or not, he still desired to do it. Which could have pushed him to do it anyway, with a little mental nudge. Then hit the body. You know, fatal shot to the head, and put the body on spikes inside a walk-in freezer. That was no accident.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
Alright, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good.
Gave her a
Let
bullet.
me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars circled by the dead. A race from one to the next as time itself laughs.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
You are welcome. I can't wait to see what you do.
Okay then. Is this the main guy? I'll look it up actually. Okay, give me 1 second, I'll find out for you. Can't seem to see it, so I'm not sure. Or The Witcher. Doesn't seem like it. Can't seem to find anything about the guy. Yeah, I'm gonna tell Throgmorton. This doesn't seem like a man you want to lie to.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family, and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Okay. 4440 cartridge. So I've got the things now to make more bullets. Sweet. Okay. The Lost Expedition. Robert Throgmorton funded an expedition to discover the origins of mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Robert Throgmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. I was hired to find some other expedition members, dead or alive. Throgmorton will be waiting for me for my report in his manor in southern Old Grove. Okay. Key to the headquarters. Robert Throgmorton gave me the key to the expedition headquarters. It's in northern Coverside at the crossroad of Asher Road and Herbert Avenue. Okay. Mythos. Fortune teller. That's what she ended up telling me. Okay. Oh. Knowledge points 1. So I can upgrade. I have upgrade trees here. Okay, keep extra bullet loaded. Gain a chance to deal double damage. Set traps twice as fast. Carry 7 more pistol rounds. When close to death, slowly regenerate a limited amount of health for one last fighting chance. 25 pieces of any crafting material and more experience. Stay safe. Yes, I'll go with that. Inventory. Oh, so I have a revolver and I have Bolt M11. Uses 36. Uses 38. Okay. And I can throw bricks as well. Okay. Oh no, my hat! And we float into the butthole with spikes. Okay. Robert Throgmorton found the expert. Oh, I've read all of that. Pokemon is full of illustrations steeped in dictionary. By looking or acting out of place will be instantly pegged as a newcomer. For reasons unknown, the city of Pokemon is missing on most maps.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brother.
My diary, part 1. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. I only remember the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache. The worst I've ever had. Found myself among floating seaweed, drowning. Nearby piece of boat helped me survive and reached the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought it seemed was real. My memories are true. My strange powers gained after the ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on that island. Something old and dark, slithering. It still haunts me. A plea for help. Dear Mr. Reed, I understand you are the private eye that caught the murderer in the port. My life is in danger and I cannot trust anyone in the city. Please come to my room, which is just opposite yours. I am in despair. My studies have drawn the attention of the vile forces. They stalk me and will take me soon. I have cast my lot on them beyond saving, but the seven books must be saved at any cost. Even if I'm gone, find my notes there. This knowledge must not be lost, as it could be our kind's last hope for enlightenment. Please, be the bearer of this light, for I have failed. Okay. All that we see or seem is just what a dream within a dream. It's just a dream within a dream. USN Charles W. Reed, 3rd 21 17 10 9 94. Is that saying that he's going to die in 94? Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. Sweet, so I get all these different costumes. Hey! Plague Doctor! Fit in nowadays. I'm gonna go with the unburdened newcomer. Still original costume, but just without the bag. Number of attacks on the Innsmouther immigrants has increased. Raids are intensifying, with more and more Innsmouthers exposed to abuse and assault. Sometimes whole families are found dead in their homes. Police are on the case, with several illegal Innsmouther businesses captured and their owners sent to jail. This city ought to have been cleaned of these fish-faced scum long ago, said Robert Throgmorton, head of the Throgmorton Grand family. I regret only one thing. It all started too late. Had we not neglected our civic duties, my son Albert would still be here with us. Note from J. van der Berg. Mr. Reed, it seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Johannes. Shell casing. Okay. This is the room of the person that left me a note. Bewitched tome. The local legends may be more than mere superstitions. A dozen witches have hanged on a huge apple tree that still grows near the cider mill. Among these documents is a confession one of the witches said the devil himself granted them a book with words of power. This book hides itself from mortal eyes, waiting for the witches to be reborn and return to claim it. The witch who wrote this confession lived in Eastern Reed Heights, somewhere north of the intersection of Communion Road and Museum Avenue. Could this book still be hiding there? The Tome of the Mayor. So what, are these all different investigation things I could look into? Fishermen talk of a place near the Blackwood Manor, the southern part of Whisper Street, where meetings occur in the dead of night. The locals don't like this part of the eastern Grimhaven Bay, because they seem to fear those who gather near the half-built ships. They say a certain book is read at these meetings. A cursed tome that makes people so crave the sea's touch that they go and drown in the ocean. The one reading the book stands on a cursed boat that sinks in the fog. Those who saw it touch the shore have either gone mad or disappeared. The nightmares. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They're just men, the Yellow King's gang. They can't get here now. Now there's only me. Me and these nightmares. A little longer, and I'll figure them out. Tome in the ruins. Local women are talking about a ruined house in the center of Coverside, near the radio tower in the crossing of Landing Avenue and Kingsport Street. Said the ghosts of the house owner and his family still read the unholy book they kept. Several newcomers who tried to settle in these ruins have gone mad. Book in the bank. Talking with locals is never easy, but this old chap was one of the queerest yet. Little thing, because of, changing of dialect. Queer back in those times, because this is what meant to be like early 1900s. Queer actually meant weird. Wasn't used to describe someone who was homosexual. It was described as weird. Same as gay used to actually mean happy, instead of, again, homosexual. Just in case anybody was confused on that. He was happy to talk about the book, but only laughed when I proposed to buy it. I left it in the most guarded place in the city, and paid enough to keep it there until the world's end. And if it is abandoned after the flood, even better. Ignorance is the best guardian. I'm guessing he meant the abandoned bank building in the northern Advent on Forefathers Street with Haylog Street and Windharf Avenue. Alas, it would be too dangerous to go there by myself. Building the church was his redemption. Day after day he worked without payment, carrying stones and putting them in the moist soil of Salvation Harbour. At night, when he returned to his house behind the church, he could not sleep. The book his ancestors brought across the ocean called. When the church was built, the priest found him hanged on the bell rope. But the book is still waiting for someone to come and read it. His house is in the central Salvation Harbour on the Old Church Road between Seven Oak Street and Windham Street. Still has a bad fame, and no one wants to live there, even after the flood.
The door will...
Mr. Archer. Oh, one sec, guys, I've got a call. One of these days he's gonna check to see if I'm streaming before he calls me.
Don't budge.
Okay. Nope. Let's try and get everything we can. Too many coincidences. So the lighthouse is out. Several ships have gotten lost at sea. Some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing. But now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring salvagers to recover ships. He's turning a tidy profit for selling them. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look into it. Now, if only the city wasn't so impossible to navigate. Okay. Alright, that's it for up here.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you, though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine, fine. Take what you wish.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. No of the hobo signs. Darn, I think it's finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places that you know already. Kind of like the secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I mean is that the tradition dates back to times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on doors around town. That means that the house is inhabited. The crosshatch grid sign marks hidden caches of useful items. The V-shaped sign is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still, I haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign, though. You'll have to investigate that yourself. If you've seen a sign with a cross and 3 Ks, reach for the gun. K. Walter. K helped you if I hear you're peddling your cheap, affordable living again. I could live with you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market, and I have dangerous people living here, that I can send after you. You've been warned, Vic. So I've got a fast travel point now. Okay. 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 Local. There's something north of the intersection of Common Road and Museum Avenue, Eastern Reed Heights. Museum Road. So around this area. Okay. Eastern Grim Haven Bay. On the southern end of Whisper Street. Of Whisper Street, near the road to Blackwood. So put that there. This is all so then I can find these places. Okay. Ruins near the radio tower in central Coverside. On the crossing of Landing Avenue and Kingsport Street. That seems to be one of the closest things to me. Pan Bank building in Northern Advert. Forefather Street between Heglock Street and Windhalf Avenue. Alright, there we are. And one more to place. Central Salvation Harbour or Church Road between Seven Oaks and Windham. Okay, Central Windham. So it'll be in that general area. Okay. Okay, wrong direction. I want to be going in that direction. Okay. Infested area. Okay. Hey, yeah, there it is. Okay, so it's third left. Great day for fishing, isn't it? Okay, and should be this here. What in the holy fuck is that? Just die! Just die! Holy shit! They aren't too difficult to beat, but being around them seems to drain your sanity. That's what the blue meter is. That's your sanity meter. Shapes. The angles. Why must everything be so straight, so precise, so sickening? I cannot even return to my own home. I'd have to pass too many of those unnatural portals. Two parallel lines, sometimes two, crossing each other. Symmetry. But symmetry is not our friend. Is this a plan? Is this all a setup for some malevolent force to exploit? I had to think of the word then. Malevolent. Okay. Do not like the sound of that whatsoever. Nothing really up here. But I got some... I wasted a fair few bullets. But I got, you know, a good amount of stuff from it. Documents, shapes. Okay. Local women, we're talking about ruined house and Coverside near the radio. said the ghosts of the house owner and family still remain. Still read the unholy book. Okay. Ah, that's it. There's ruins near the radio tower. So that'd be this one, right? This would be the ruins, I think. This is the radio tower, so... Unless there's some other ruins. Ah, this could be it. Okay. Okay, okay. So I still need to aim and... This is the ruins that they were on about, right? I have no idea. I go this way... No, it's not there. It's directly below us. But from what I can tell, there's no way of getting to there. Huh. Doesn't seem to be any way of actually getting to these places. Wait, can I throw a brick into it?
No, please, no. Don't shoot me. He's mad. He's completely mad.
I didn't even point a gun at you, mate. Oh. There we go. Fixed it. Sorted. Can't seem to pick anything up. Or at least I can't seem to find anything. Errol, welcome to the stream. How are ya? Yeah. Okay. Says ruins near the radio tower in central Curverside on the crossing. So yeah, it should be right here, which means it should be that building right there. Along the shore, the clouds wave breaks. Twin suns sink beneath the lake. The shadows lengthen in Corcosa. Strange in the night, where black stars rise. The strange moon circled through the skies, but stranger still is lost Corcosa. Songs that the Hades shall sing, where flap the tatters of the king, must die unheard in dim Corcosa. Song of my soul, my voice is dead. Die though unsung as tears unshed, shall die, dry and die in lost Corcosa. Okay, so I found something in there. And it instantly drains me of all sanity. Okay, so it only drained me of sanity when the book was still there. Okay. But I've got that one now. So I can unpin it. And delete it. Okay. Straight down. Again, straight down. Of course, it had to be in an infested area. that's not it. Whisper Street. Yeah. Right there, so... Oh. Okay, got the fuck out of Dodge. Now, where the hell am I going?
All on sale. Today only.
Alright, so where the hell am I looking? Southern end of Whisper Street, near the road to Black Road Manor. Book is old and damp. It is a translation and a rough draft at that, littered with footnotes and corrections. The ritual of the Dagon's servants, including summoning and sacrifice, are intermixed with other advice. One dictates the proper breeding with humans so as to grow the Deep One's numbers. Bring the slaves on the shore in the hour of high moon. Cut the skin in the lines of unholy name of Neshatam and Nasrag, Amalcacist, and mix their blood with the sand in a pit. Place the dolphin's eye within and say thrice. Yeah, I can't even say some of those things. I'll give it a try. Yeah, Utamem Kushast Iog Ra Kav. Let the servants fall and crawl in the water. Direct their prayers to watching eye of our master. Okay. Okay. This is getting a bit... Okay, so I found 2 tomes out of the 5. Got all of these to deal with now. A date. So that means one thing. I either have to go through that, or can I fast travel? God damn it. I'm gonna have to go through the infested area. Yeah, I've learnt skill points. Okay. Gain more experience from doing anything. Oh my fucking god! What the holy shit is that? Move! That thing was huge! Stop shooting gunk at me! That thing was fucking huge! Okay. I think I need to increase how much stuff I can carry. Where am I? Yeah, I'm gonna want to go this way. well, that was some interesting journeys, but I'm gonna leave this one here. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe if you're new. Thank to all my patrons and supporters through PayPal. All of your donations help keep the channel going. If you've got games you'd like to see me play, please leave suggestions down in the comments below. And like always, you guys stay foxy. I'll catch you later. This game is getting interesting and spooky. I want to see where this goes. See you guys.